Happy New Year. Okay, I got that over with. So, my son's in here grabbing some more stuff. He's going to make some more noise too. Just playing with the dog. Yes. Yes, that's what he's going to do. So how much longer should I put up with the folks before I shut him down? Okay, anyway. You can make lots of noise later. I promise. Yeah. So, Merry Christmas. Hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. Hope everybody's planning a safe and safe New Year's Eve this evening. I'm such a party animal. I'm going to stay home. But you know what? Here in the Seattle region, we have a Space Needle extravaganza. We'll watch that on TV and stay up, and we'll wear funny hats and blow things up and everything. We forgot to get any darn sparkling cider, kiddo. Huh. No, I don't think we could have found that today anyway. So, anyway, but what we did do, we did get a new external hard drive. So, because we're going to upgrade our old PS3 up to, we're going to upgrade its hard drive up. So we have to get a backup. To back up the whole thing, and it's backing up as we speak. And I use my Guitar Center gift cards to pick myself up a new toy. So I had about $100 in Guitar Center gift cards, and 50 of it came from my wife. Cheated. I bought it myself, and the other 50 came from my sister. And my sister Annette, and I want to say thank you so much, Annette. And I will tag you in this when I put it on social media. And I'm going to show you. We're going to have an unboxing of what I got and a little demo of it, because I went there and I tried several different things, and I'll see. What can you do with $100? Well, you can put it towards a guitar if you have the rest of the money. And I don't really have that much money with me right now, because I think my next guitar should be something, something a little higher end. Not delving heavily into the law of diminishing returns, but instead of the $400 or $500 or less guitars that I have, something in the $1,200, $1,300, $1,400 range, which that's kind of where that law of diminishing returns really starts to take effect. So I haven't decided what it's going to be, but so what I decided on was an effects pedal. And what I have several different effects pedals. I think most people who play electric guitar kind of collect them over the years, and I've collected a few. I have some neat stuff, but I've used as an example this one right here, which I've used a lot on my videos. Which I actually got this for free from a friend, and it's a great pedal. It's a lot of fun. Has a lot of cool stuff to it. Some really strange stuff too, but it's a cool one. But so what I decided I wanted though was I was kind of I need something for reverb for my Vox amplifier, my tube amplifier, which is just a little practice one. It's an AC, but it's a 4-watt, which in the language of tube amps isn't too bad for a practice amp. But it doesn't have any reverb to it. So I was like, I want something for reverb. So I kind of hummed and hawed, and I posted on social media, what would you guys get, reverb or what? And I couldn't decide whether it was going to be reverb or a delay pedal. And I posted on and it was, I kind of got 50-50 response of some people saying reverb, you have to get reverb. Then the other half was really it was pretty 50-50. The other half saying get yourself a delay pedal. And I take guitar lessons, so I went and talked to my teacher last Tuesday, and he was just like, reverb pedal's okay and everything, but you're gonna have a lot more fun if you get a delay. He spoke my language. He knows me. So I got one, and I checked it out. Do your research before. I spent some time researching, trying to figure out what I was going to get. and at least what I was going to look at. And it came down to a few possibilities. There was a TC Electric Flashback, which is a pretty cool pedal. It has a looper to it. I have a looper. I have a TC Electric Ditto. It's the small one. It's the first one they released. But the first Ditto they released, I have that. But it had the looper, and it also had the delay. It looked like you had to make a choice. I'm not sure. And then it came down to, some people suggested an MXR. It has it makes a couple of them that are really cool. They're analog. Analog is nice. I like analog. And then some people suggested the Boss DD-3, DD-7. There's a DD-2W, I think it's called, which is an analog, which is kind of a throwback to the 70s one. They just reissued it essentially. And I guess they did a really good job with it. So I went to the box store, the box guitar store. And I tried a few. I said, well, I checked out what they had and asked a suggestion. And I was like, well, you have the MXR and you have this one. And I like to try a few of them. They're pretty cool about it, actually. That's one of the cool things about them, is that they'll let you try virtually anything. And so I came up with the one I liked, the ones I tried. And it was the DD-7, the Boss DD-7. And I haven't opened it up yet. I tried the one that was in the store, and this is the display one. This is not the display one. He pulled it off of the shelf, and I didn't open it up in there. I hope I don't regret that. But here it is. It's a Boss DD-7 digital delay. Okay, it has an automatic 5-year warranty. Of course, they tried to sell me the other warranty, which shows a 2-year warranty. This thing has a 5-year. This is not a battery one. It is a 9-volt. It's as a matter of fact, it says right on here, use Boss PSA adapter only, DC 9-volt. And a lot of most Boss pedals and most pedals these days, they're 9-volt. They're not, and some are battery. I have a couple that are battery, but you find out that just use a 9-volt adapter. Not very often you really need to have a battery unless you're out there busking. If you're out there busking, you need battery stuff. There's ways to do that, though, too. So this is what I came up with. So we're going to unbox this today. Tonight, right here, right now. And so let's start off. First off, the box itself has a good feel to it. I mean, they put a little bit into the box. Doesn't really feel cardboardy cheap. It's actually pretty nice, almost a vinyl textured feel to it. And it is cardboard, but still. And some instructions, some basic multi-language. This symbol indicates that yada yada yada. In EU, we're not worried about the European Union here. Roland makes Boss. We all know that. Other paperwork. Use the unit safely. Important notes. And instructions for use. Have fun, my point. So there are some instructions, placements, additional precautions, maintenance. And here's your basic instruction booklet right here. How to dial it in. It's kind of neat. Using the delay effect. There's a hold effect. So I'll have to check that out. I actually kind of tried that a little bit. It was it looked like there was a way of doing things, almost a looping thing. That'd be very short term. So let's get to the actual unit here. So here it is. Still in the plastic. If you have one, I'm kind of you probably like it. If you don't, let me know why. I mean, So, off-white. And I got ripped. I got a DD-7. I got a DD-3 in the DD-7 box. I am calling up Guitar Center. Check that crap out. DD-7, DD-3. Holy crap. Well, there you go, folks. Unboxing. Look what happened. Hey, I think I need to make a trip. Talk to you guys later. And 1 hour later of driving, a little bit of time in the store, a little bit of time setting up, food in the oven, and we're back. We have, hang on a second, here we go. A new box, and yes, this time I had them open it up in the store. They were cool. They were really cool. I did have my receipt still, but they did have to scan out and scan in the new one because of serial number issues, which, okay. This time anyway, I'm not going to get the guy in trouble. So anyway, DD-7. And I'm going to show you one thing that I noticed before that I didn't catch before. Right here, this part right here in the other one, it did say DD-3 on it. I reviewed the back. I'm not going to make you do it, of course, but it did say DD-3, and I could have caught it then. So I'm not sure what happened. Don't know why it happened. Don't care. Guitar Center was cool. They had no issues with swapping them out. It just took a couple of minutes in the computer, and we got it taken care of. I think this is going to be really cool. There's a couple of stickers here that I didn't see on the other one, and it's just kind of directions stickers, I guess. I'll figure out what to do with those. So let's get the actual unit out, and it is a DD-7. Okay, so here it is. Brand new in the box. Thank goodness they had another one, eh? So I'm going to get this close enough. You can see it says DD-7 on it. Okay. So looking at this is battery powered. If you look at that, I don't know if you can see it. It shows the ability to put a battery into it. Okay. Which I think is important. For certain people. I can tell you about it. It's actually, I played it in the store, and it is pretty cool. I will be hooking it up and doing a video of it. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what I have here. It says, 2 inputs and 2 outputs. Okay. Which is kind of neat. You can do that, and has a tempo switch. So you can actually using a foot switch, tap out the tempo for to exactly how you want it. It has a stop hold, press twice, set tempo, press and hold for 2 seconds. Okay, and then then the little LED check light there changes color. Okay, this is the problem with battery ones. If you're not paying attention, you can leave them on by accident. Battery goes dead, right? Then where are you? But I don't. I typically am in places where I plug in, so I'm not a real performer. You know what I mean? You've heard me play, but no, I really like this thing. This is gorgeous. It has the 2 inputs, the 2 outputs, and really, Boss makes some pretty good ones. The casing is aluminum. Pretty easy to read. We played with the one in the store. I'm going to be hooking up and doing a full review of this thing on another video. This is my new pedal. You know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and hook it up and spend just a couple of minutes kind of messing around with it a little bit. We're not even 15 minutes in here, so if you stuck with me this long, you want to hear this thing. So there. One Boss DD-7 delay pedal. So I'll probably only use input A and output A. I'm just going to do my usual, hook it right through the Focusrite into the computer. No modeling of amplifier of any kind. So, pretty much how clean can you get it into the system, right? So that's what I'm going to be doing, and so that's so we'll see. Give me a couple minutes, and we'll be there. Okay, we're back, and welcome back to Bible and Blues. And I'm back. I have my delay pedal all hooked up. I didn't have it on. You see that? But I did have it. I do have it all hooked up. I just want to give you my clean sound. All right, and that's my trusty PRS, kind of my go-to guitar here at home. And so we're going to start off with. I have it right here. I have all the dials on straight up. Now, what that means also with this one on the far right is it's set up for 200 milliseconds. Now, this thing has an option of 50 milliseconds, 200, 800, and 3200 milliseconds. Okay, and we're going to run through all of them. I'm going to actually start this thing off at 50. We'll start off with hold. Hold is like below 50. I'm not sure what that means, but we're going to give it a shot. We're just kind of buzz through it. We're going to keep things sitting on at the 12 o'clock position otherwise. And the only thing I'm going to mess with right now is the dial on the far right. And if you look at this this dial right here, that's where you adjust your milliseconds. And then it has some cool things down here on the bottom. It has a modulate, analog, and reverse. Reverse is kind of neat too. So it has some cool stuff to play with. It gives us some good options. So start off, we're going to go hold. We're going to work our way to the right real quick, and then we're going to come back to the others here. Okay, so engage number 1. All right, so. Oh. Huh. You know what that is? That's kind of a looper. Interesting. Let's play with that just a little bit. Okay. I heard somebody say this thing had something of a looper. Okay. And I was like, well, what does that mean? I hadn't figured that out. We're going to play with this thing a little bit. But the thing about the looper is that there's really nothing else going on. So let's see what this is here. It says stop, hold, press twice. Set tempo, press and hold. So we're there. So this works on the dials right. Okay. So as soon as I moved it off of hold, that stopped, just so you know. And the only thing I messed with at all was the E level, which is pretty much volume level. So that's all I messed with there. This is going to be a long video. Warn you right now. So I moved it up to 50 milliseconds. Okay, so that was 50 milliseconds. Keeping things at 12 o'clock still. Taking it out to 200 milliseconds. Now we're starting to see some effect. gives it kind of an echo. I like that. That's 200 milliseconds right there. Again, everything at 12 o'clock. Nice chimey sound to it right there. So, and now we're going to move it over to 800 milliseconds. That was kind of cool. Definitely felt the sounds coming back around on me there. So here we go, 3,200 milliseconds. And this one was really neat one at the store. Let's see if it's should still be pretty cool on here. So 3,200 milliseconds. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. That's a long delay. So let's go back around. Okay, we're on the hold one there, which we decided was kind of like a looper. And this one here is modulate. That's kind of neat. So, well, I don't know. What do you think of that sound? That's modulate. I'm going to have to read up on exactly what I can do with that. I'm sure somebody's going to give me some comments down below about, hey, use it like this. So let's see. That made that sound cool, didn't it? So let's try this. Okay, so where'd I leave off? I was in modulate, which I pulled out the manual. Believe it or not, I actually do read manuals. Modulate says this produces a pleasant chorus effect by adding a small amount of undulations to the effect sound. Okay, we're undulate. Okay, so that's modulate. Next item on it is analog, and it says that this is based off of the DM2, which was the old analog delay that they used to make, which was one of the options that I was looking at, which they did the remix of that. So this is just kind of modeled off of that a little bit. So. So that's analog. Next one is reverse. This one's actually pretty kind of neat here, because actually it's like the idea is it's like it hits it and then it plays it in reverse. So that's the idea behind it. You hear that backward sound to it. So that was, so that was reverse. That was the last item on there. So that's the basics of it. Now there's some stuff you can do with this that's kind of cool. I'm going to put it back up here at 200. Okay. I'm going to dial everything. Woo! You hear that coming in? That's kind of the fun things, cool effects you can make just with the pedal. So that's just with the pedal. That's just playing with the knobs. It's actually, I'm going to put that all the way up there. Let me put it up there, 3200, see what happens. Just because that's fun. So that's that was something I was able to do that with I had the MXR out, and I was messing around with that at Guitar Center as well, and I was able to do that, like same kind of thing with that. It was kind of crazy. What the heck are you doing? So there's a whole lot more to play with this. There's a lot of stuff you can dial in. There's an echo level. There's a feedback. There's a delay time to mess around with. I mean, we really have barely touched the surface of this thing. I can hook up a tap tempo a foot switch to it, which and get that going. I can it's kind of cool if you can actually press and hold 2 seconds to engage the tap tempo, which means you have to have the temp that foot switch available, and the Boss makes one for it. I don't have it. So hey, there it is. That's the Boss DD-7 digital delay. I paid Let me see, $100 in gift cards plus another about $70 out of my pocket by the time I paid the governor here in the state of Washington. So, which we have some decently high sales tax here, but so it's not a bad price actually. It's what was it, 159 plus 149 plus tax, and paid the governor, and it was a good time. And I suggest it. I'm thinking I'm going to have a lot of fun with this thing. It's going to become a kind of a regular thing for me to use this. I also have a Boss chorus pedal. It'd be interesting to see what happens to put these two together. See if anything interesting comes out. One before, one after. See what happens. I have no idea. Play with things in your pedal chain. See what you come up with. So have fun. It is New Year's Eve. I'll be shocked if this gets very many views tonight. It's New Year's Eve. Go out, have fun. But my pizza's ready. We are going to eat and enjoy ourselves, and this won't get even onto the YouTube for a while. So, but hey, God bless. Have fun. Be safe. Remember, if 2016 was a great year for you, great. If 2016 was a horrible year for you, it is time for a new beginning. Personally, I had a pretty good year for the most part. There was some horrible things that happened with in the world of music. There's celebrities. A lot of people died. Just recently, we lost Carrie Fisher and Debbie Reynolds. It's just incredible loss. And all the musicians that died. It's so. If you're out there and you're consider, let's face it, we need a new crop of people. Come on, we need more musicians out there. Make some music, have some fun, worship God. Put yourself out there first, and let's make some new music out there. God bless. Happy New Year.